What makes Microsoft special? The company is valued at 1.86 trillion. That's with a T, trillion. So the logical question is there any growth left? Their cloud business is growing at a yearly 30 to 40% rate, but of course, this cannot go on forever. Microsoft Azure, as it's called, is competing with Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud. In the meantime, they are in the process of buying Activision Blizzard. Through this company, they will own game titles like Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, and with it World of Warcraft, and Call of Duty. In fact, EU regulators are worried that Microsoft will ban access of competitors to Call of Duty. As this article mentions, there are two main competitors on the gaming front: Tencent, who is behind a ton of successful MMORPGs in the eastern countries and also distributes League of Legends to China, and Sony, who is the owner of the PlayStation product line. There is more to Microsoft. Unless you work a programmer job or you have a Mac, you are probably using some form of Windows on your computer. If Windows stays the default option and people keep joining the user base via technical development from many countries, this segment is also pretty much guaranteed to grow. When looking at how Microsoft generates revenue, the personal computing segment is responsible for a yearly 30%. This is made up of Windows, gaming, and more. In the productivity and business segment, they have the Office package, so Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook. They also own Skype, LinkedIn, and OneDrive. This segment accounts for 32% of the revenue. The cloud business I mentioned earlier, already responsible for 38% of the revenue, and this is growing the fastest. Their long-term debt is around $48 billion that decreased by about 6% from last year. But their free cash flow is about $65 billion, so their debt is kept in check. As a nice bonus, they pay you a 1.02% dividend for each share, and this number has been increasing steadily. They also regularly buy back shares that reduce the supply, pushing the price up. I think we've established by now that Microsoft is a good company, but is it a good buy? The price to earnings or PE ratio is above 25 currently. At this point, it's kind of up to the individual investor to decide if they think the growth is sustainable and if this multiple is low enough to buy in. To offset risk, I tend to invest into ETFs. I need to tell you that I hold Microsoft via the generic US stock ETFs VOO and VTI. To understand more about the technical side of stocks, watch the 26th episode about my 3 favorite indicators. Subscribe to not miss the next episode and consider supporting on Patreon, link in the description.